I'm Helen Phillips. I'm also known as your Best Life Celebrant. I am a humanist celebrant based here in Leeds in Yorkshire, and today we're being hosted by the beautiful Bowcliffe Hall, which is a fantastic wedding venue. My first introduction to humanist ceremonies was actually through humanist funerals, and I went to a few of those for family members, and I just remember how I felt through those ceremonies and how connected I felt. I always thought at that point, what a wonderful job to be a part of such an important milestone moment. During the COVID pandemic, I took the opportunity to retrain, and I decided to embrace the opportunity to become a celebrant. Every couple is completely different, and the love between them is completely different, and that's one of the best things about the job, because no two ceremonies are ever going to be the same. Some couples want to do some things really fun and quirky. I've had owl ring bearers, I've had rings being set on fire, but I've also had, lots of romantic, very sincere, very heartfelt moments. An exchange of personal vows can be incredibly a vulnerable and really heartfelt moment. So you kind of get to see it all, and sometimes within one ceremony. I've been a practicing celebrant for coming up for 5 years now, and this was the first time that I decided to put myself forward for the awards. I actually received a nomination from one of my couples, which, to be honest, was what gave me the push. I probably wouldn't have done it off my own back. I found out that I'd won the regional award at the regional event, which I went to. That was actually in the North East, because it's the awards for the whole of Yorkshire and the North East. And it was a fantastic event. So as was the national event in Liverpool. So the Wedding Industry Awards, or tour as they're known, they pride themselves on being a celebration for people who spend their working life at other people's celebrations, so they really know how to put on a good party. I always end my couple planning meetings with asking about what love is, and it's a question you have to work up to. Okay, you can't go straight in with it. We have to warm up to a little bit, and it's impossible to answer, but it's always interesting to hear couples' perspectives on it. So sometimes I'll say, how do you explain love if you met an alien in the street, and how would you explain this crazy little thing called love? How can you articulate it? And then it gives them a chance to explain what their love looks like and what it means to them. It's a very hard question to answer, and it's a very personal one, which is why it feels very appropriate to have a ceremony that reflects a couple's own personal perspectives.